Hello and welcome to my employee hiring tools and tips video. My name is Barry Shamus. In this video, you will discover a number of tools and tips to help you recruit and hire better employees faster and for less money. Unfortunately, people hire for the wrong reasons. People hire to replace people who have left the organization. They hire to fill open positions, and they hire because they think they should. And surprisingly, these are not the right reasons to hire. The only reason that you should hire is to satisfy a business need. We satisfy business needs because an employee is nothing more than a tool to get a job done. Businesses have specific needs, and an employee's job is to deliver the results to satisfy those needs. The success of your business is really dependent on the employee to deliver specific results. How do you go about satisfying a business need? First, analyze your business need. You have to frame it. You have to know specifically what the business need is. Next, determine what results you need. What are the results this person's going to have to deliver to satisfy your business need? Next, you want to determine how to best deliver those results. How can I best get those results that I need into my organization? And there's lots of different ways to satisfy a business need. You should not default to hiring employees. You might be able to satisfy a business need with technology. You may be able to outsource it. There's lots of ways to satisfy business needs, so don't knee-jerk react and hire people, because hiring should be the last option, not the first option. Next, I want to talk to you about interview questions. I'm going to give you one tip that will improve your interviews by better than 50%, and it has to do with interview questions. Every question you ask in an interview should be in the past tense. You should never ask, "What would you do?" You should never ask, "What do you do?" You should always ask, "What did you do?" The reason it's so important to keep your questions in the past tense is, one, they're much easier for the candidate to answer. They're simply telling you what they did. You're going to get specific behavioral data. Once again, the person's telling you what they did. And using something we call the behavioral model, which says past behavior predicts future behavior, by finding out what they did, that helps you predict what they will do on your job in the future. And most importantly, when you're keeping your questions in the past tense, you're dealing with facts, not theory, not conjecture, or fantasy. When they're telling you what they did, you're dealing with facts. Now, the last tip I want to share with you in this short video is a lot of people worry about, is the candidate making it up? Are they embellishing? Are they just plain telling the truth? How can you tell if the candidate is telling the truth? Well, actually, it's really pretty simple. There's 4 steps to find out if somebody's telling the truth. Number 1, listen actively, which simply means you need to participate in the conversation. Don't ask a question, sit back and let them talk for 5 or 10 minutes, because there's a much more likelihood they're going to tell you what they want to tell you if you do that. Participate, probe, ask follow-up questions. Second, get multiple examples. Multiple examples are always there in the person who's telling the truth. In other words, if you're hiring a salesperson and you say, "What was the last big sale you did?" Anybody can give you that answer. People can make up one answer. They saw somebody else do it. They read about it in the book. They can give you one answer. But if you then say, "What was the second biggest deal you closed? What was the third biggest deal you closed?" For the person telling the truth, it's very simple to do. They're just telling you what they did. For the person not telling you the truth, they're going to struggle mightily when it comes to that second, that third, that fourth example. In combination with those multiple examples, get lots of detail. Drill down. And when you say, "What was the last big deal you closed? How long ago was it? Who else worked on that with you? Who was your key contact in the company? How did you get the appointment with that person? How many times did you meet with them before you made the sale? Who else was involved in negotiating the sale?" Get all the details. Once again, the person telling you the truth has absolutely no problem filling in all those details. The person who's making it up saw somebody else do it, read it in a book. They're going to struggle. They're going to have a very, very difficult time. The last technique to make sure a person's telling you the truth is to always question the use of the word we. Anytime somebody says, oh yeah, we put this project together, or we closed this sale, or we built that particular product, you need to stop them immediately when you hear the word we, and you have to ask two follow-up questions. The first question is, who is we? And wait for an answer. And the second question is, what specifically did you do? The greatest majority of the time that people use the word we, it's simply poor use of the language, or they're trying to portray that they're a team player. It doesn't mean they're lying or embellishing. But every once in a while, someone will use we to take credit for something that they may have only been tangentially involved in. But those two follow-up questions, who was we and what specifically did you do, that eliminates all that uncertainty, all that doubt. It's been my experience in the last 37 years that no one's lied to me in an interview and gotten away with it by using these 4 simple techniques. There are just a small sample of the types of tools and tips you get in my small business hiring system training program. The small business hiring system is based on 37 years of teaching organizations how to recruit and hire better employees. We've taught companies from Fortune 100 to some of the fastest growing companies in the world, and we've done it in about every industry that you can think of. If you were having a hard time finding and hiring great employees, if you're spending too much money to get your employees, if you've made any hiring mistakes lately, this training system could be for you. Please click the link below to learn more about my small business hiring system training program.